2022. Does Al Ittihad face a big test at Al Nassr? And it's derby day in Buraida between Al Ta'awun and Al Ra. Off the pitch, we click with the fast-moving world of social media in Around the League. And in Stats Attack, it's quantity and quality for Al-Shabaab and Al-Hilal.
After back-to-back victories, Damak sat in 6th place. Al-Shabaab had won for the first time this season last time out, but they'd lost both away games.
They get into space here, has a look up. He's able to take the ball into the box. The cross comes off Victor, appeals for a handball. His arm was definitely out. And it's a penalty. Vega steps up. Zegba cross, wonderful save. It's good attacking football from Al-Shabaab. Al-Khatani cuts back inside, fires off the shot. And that's a wonderful save. Zegba, full stretch to touch it over. Anega, great ball into the middle. Junior with the header. Drops down, comes off the hand of Al-Hawsawi. That will be a penalty and a second yellow. Anega again from the spot. And this time, no mistake from the Argentine. Hit it sweetly. Wide, Rashid has a look up. Elias in the middle. Oh, bounces down. In the back heel. He's for a handball here. Kichnowski had the arm out. And the penalty for Damak. Elia. Coolly taken. And Damak back on level terms with 5 minutes to go. Fight back from 10-man Damak makes it 4 unbeaten for them. Al-Shabaab still without a win on the road.
Champions Al-Hilal were back to league action after moving into the last 8 of the AFC Champions League. They welcomed a resurgent and undefeated Al-Ettifaq.
Al-Dosri. This is Pereira. Now Marega, the movement in behind is from Gomes and strikes the post and then cleared away by Al-Yami. Short ball into the space, Pereira is waiting, it's a high defensive line and played through. Marega on goal, he made the run, he made the finish and he opens the scoring. Al-Dosri with the corner, headed away from danger. That's Al-Dosri's underneath it. He struck it so sweetly, and what a save from Mbole. As Al-Dosri cutting back inside, plays it into Pereira. First time ball, Gomes in behind, puts it in the net. That's his first goal of the season. Look at the joy for the Frenchman. They've doubled the lead here, Al-Hilal, and great thinking from Pereira. And the defence couldn't get close. Al-Hilal, one short pass and cuts out the midfield. Marega draws the 2 defenders and rushing through Al-Dosri. He has Gomes, and there's number 3. This potent attack of Al-Hilal. This is Sliti, beats the defender on the outside, now stands at the cross. Azaru into the middle, off the chest, Al-Hazar, and they pulled one back. Excellent cross into the back post, and once into the middle, Yang made certain of it. Ettifaq still trying to get their way back into this game. The cross to the back post, Souza heads it down, and Sanusi is there. That's the first goal for the club. Take all 3 points, but it was a close thing at the end.
saves and tackles. In Stats Attack, the numbers all stack up. Match day 6 will have Riyadh buzzing. Al-Shabab host Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal have dominated this derby. They've won 15 of the 26 SPL meetings with their city rivals, but Al-Shabab will be determined to add to their total of 4 victories. The Lions are looking strong on their home turf this season. A draw and a win, scoring 5 goals in those 2 games. Then again, they are facing Al Zaim, who are undefeated in their last 7 league trips across town. Last season, they celebrated an emphatic 5-1 victory to take their goal tally to 42 in this matchup. New coaches on both benches, Al-Shabab's Pericles Chamuska and Al-Hilal's Leonardo Jardim, both eager to impress their team supporters in the derby. That's it from Stats Attack. Now for some quick-fire highlights from Matchday 5.
Al-Ahli had drawn their first 4 games and now faced an in-form Al-Fateh, who'd won their last 2 matches and were in the table's upper reaches. The hosts were eager to impress. Ziad Al-Jahani raced forward, but when his lofty cross rebounded off the bar, Abdul Rahman Gharib could only steer the ball over. 2 minutes later, Nawaf Al-Bushel brought down Paulinho inside the area for an Al-Ahli penalty. Ejan Alioski stepped up from the spot, only for Maxime Korbal to save. But the goalkeeper's joy was short-lived due to encroachment in the area. A second chance for Alioski, who made no mistake this time around. 5 minutes later, neat footwork from Christian Cueva. Great control from Sofian Bendebka. His effort clipped the woodwork. But Firas Al-Braikan was on hand to score his second goal of the season. The visitors wanted a 3rd successive win. Bendebka headed home Majid Karabas' free kick. But a VAR check ruled it out for offside. Al-Fateh again demonstrated what a tough side they are to beat. And for Al-Ahli, despite the applause, it was a 5th draw in a row. A local derby between Al-Faisali and Al-Fayha. The home side on a 2-game losing streak, while the visitors had sat out the previous round and were keen to continue their unbeaten start. But after just 8 minutes, Igor Rossi's header rebounded off the post, and Romano Malfitano reacted quickly. Al-Faisali had the lead. Just before the interval, Ramon Lopez turned Rossi on the edge of the area to set up Ahmed Bamasawat. However, the VAR check caught the striker fouling the defender. No goal. After the break, it was Al-Faisali who fell foul of the VAR. Julio Tavares' finish was ruled out for an infringement on Hussein Al-Shwesh, so it was still 1-0. But not for long. 6 minutes later, Khalid Kabi fired across the face of the goal, and Tavares made this contribution count. In the closing stages, Samuel Owusu played in Sultan Mandash for a crisp finish to hand Al-Fayha a lifeline. Both teams were still competing hard in added time. Guilherme Augusto saw red for a challenge on Abdul Malik Malwa. But the 10 men of Al-Faisali hung on for a derby victory, inflicting a first defeat of the campaign on Al-Fayha. A meeting between two sides not yet up to speed. Hosts Al-Hazim had drawn their 2 home games and had just 2 points. Abba had lost both of their matches on the road. On 35 minutes, Moha whipped in a low cross, which Amin Abushi deflected into his own net, and Al-Hazim were ahead. Abba had lost 6-1 last time out, and their nerves showed. When Saleh Al-Amri's effort was blocked, he could only send the loose ball wide. With the visitors stretched, Fahed Al Obaid raced away on the counter-attack to set up Ola Dog. The Dutch striker's third goal in only his fourth appearance for the team. Surely a first victory of the season for Helder Kristoval's men. The points weren't yet in the bag. Abdullah Al-Kahtani's shot hit Abdullah Al-Shamari's arm inside the area. APA captain Saad Fikir took the penalty, only for Malik Asala to make an excellent save. Now Kristoval and co could safely celebrate. They climbed above APA and will be fired up to get their first points on the road next week. Points were at a premium when Al Batten faced Al Ta'i. The newly promoted club were yet to get off the mark, while the hosts had collected all their 4 points at home. And they had the first chance, but Youssef El Jebri's effort flew over the crossbar. Frustration for Al Batten at one end, followed by a real fright at the other. The ball cannoned off Hassan Al Jubairi onto the woodwork and was then dealt with by goalkeeper Martin Campagna and his defenders. Al Ta'i couldn't take advantage of the chaos. But they could get in the way of their opponents. Ibrahim Al Zubairi blocking Fabio Abreu's header. The Angola international unable to double his goal tally for the season. With the clock past the 90-minute mark, Al Ta'i's Amir Sayoud slalomed up the pitch, only to fire high. There was still time for more drama. Visiting keeper Martin Lokov spilled across, and Abreu showed speed and skill. But the unmarked Youssef Al-Shamari headed over. 0-0. Al Batten maintained their unbeaten home run, and Al Ta'i finally have a point on the board.
Later in the show, Romarinho and Kaku turn on the skills in player versus player. But first, let's click on the world of social media. Let's catch up with all the news off the pitch in Around the League. Produced a video to celebrate the career of Mohamed Bandar Al-Shalhoub. From youngster to serial trophy winner, the winger retired a year ago, a glorious reminder of their former star's achievements. Great players seem to read each other's minds. In The Challenge of the Tigers, a reference to Al Ittihad's nickname, Abdul Rahman Al-Aboud and Hamdan Al-Shamrani tried to read each other's lips. Pick a new guess to Al-Ettifaq shared a behind-the-scenes video showing the making of their classy kit launch film. Meanwhile, SPL teams have been turning on the style for the dramatic walkthrough graphics. Champions Al Hilal had all the moves, and of course the Bafadin Bigomis roared, while the players of Al Ahli opted for a cool and confident theme. The particular art of tea-stirring clearly matters to Al-Ta'awun winger Hassan Al-Amri, but PlayStation was more motivated for Al-Nassr's Petros and Talisca. Teammate Funes Mori just wanted a bit of shut-eye. Finally, a birthday surprise for Al-Hilal's Abdullah Al-Hamdan, a moving experience for the young forward. That's all for now from Around the League, our window into the SPL world after the final whistle. Now back to the action from Matchday 5.
Al Nassr were out to use their AFC Champions League success as a springboard on the domestic front as they welcomed Al Ittihad. The leaders had won their last 3 SPL matches.
Dalla goes on the outside, tries a shot, Rohe got back somehow to make the save. Marinho in midfield, wings his way through, space opens up here. Al-Aboud, he's into the box, he's got the pace, and he's got the coolness to finish. And Etihad in front on 11 minutes. His first goal of the season, and how important will that be? The Tigers are brawling. Babakar. Liska gets a shot away, drops back out and turns home. Al-Ghanam has got Al Nasser back on level terms. The fullback up from the back and struck that sweetly. Liska looks up. That's a wonderful ball over the top. Hamdallah turns away, the keeper out of his area, and he's put it wide. The goal was beckoning. Goes into the back post and turns home. Coronado has put Etihad back in front. Wonderful teasing ball played in. We've got the sole of the boot on it. Amri goes wide. Al-Ghanam, decent ball played in. Amri continued to run. The ball popping up off the hand there of Al-Malki. Referee will look at the VAR at this, and the arm was outstretched. No doubts for the referee, a penalty. Mbala with the chip straight into the hands of Brohe. What a penalty miss! The fans can't believe it. Kamara breaks away. It's taken down by Al Amri. That's a second yellow and a red. Al Nasser down to 10 men. Fahid. Balling behind, Bruno Enrique finishes it off, and that is 3 for Al Ittihad. What an evening in the capital for the leaders. Al Ittihad have put out a big statement at the top. Disappointment for Al Nasser, but it's party time for the high flyers from Jeddah.
In the Al Qasim regional derby, Buraida sides Al Ta'awun and Al Raid faced off. The Wolves had just 2 points so far, 5 fewer than their informed visitors. There was everything to play for.
Al-Barkawi over the ball. Oh, it's a perfect free kick, and Al Raid take the lead. Left the keeper rooted to the spot, and where's he going here? Al-Barkawi with something for the fans. The mask is on, but there was certainly no joke about that free kick. Al-Nabid into Tawamba, returning and trying to get the shot away. It's a solid block. Running onto it is Manuel. Oh, he strikes the post. What a hit. The ball over the top. There's space for Tawamba. One-on-one with the keeper. And he slides it into the corner. Al Ta'awun equalise. Wonderful vision from Amisi. The run from Tawamba. Calmly slots it home. Al-Baka into the middle. Tawamba! A piece of pure invention. And in 2 minutes he's turned the game around. Al Ta'awun have the lead. Izasiri, judging his options, goes for the long ball over the top, and D'Souza's in here to beat the keeper. His debut goal for the club, a devastating 5 minutes, and Al Ta'awun watches it over his shoulder and then calmly lobs the keeper. It's party time here for Al Ta'awun. All right, going to look for a way forward. Mohamed Salem with the long crossfield pass. What accuracy. And Zayn beats his man. 3 in the middle. There's the cross. And there's the header. Al-Gabdi. And Al Raid have one back. Perfectly weighted ball into the middle. And a true finish. Al-Barkawi, nice touch, and gets beyond the defender, bearing down on goal, pulls it back, and now rushing in, Al-Bishi, what a finish, and they're level here, Al-Raid. Da Silva, into Zayn, it's a first-time pass, and he's let Al-Barkawi in, bearing down on goal, and he couldn't make it up, they turned it back in their favour, it's 4-3 to Al-Raid, and what a finish from Al-Barkawi. Al-Barkawi, what a game he has had, holding off the defender, the short pass into Al-Bishi, and he beats his man, lays it off, Al-Morgan off the bench, on the score sheet, second half, and it's 5-3 to Al-Rayed. Respect between the two coaches, and derby joy for the Al-Rayed fans.
Player versus player this week is all about flair. Two attacking midfielders, Al-Ittihad's Romario da Silva, known as Romarinho, and Al-Ta'awun's Alejandro Romero Gamarra, or Kaku. Last campaign, 30-year-old Romarinho scored 16 times and produced 50 scoring opportunities. The Paraguayan entertainer is 4 years younger. Signed mid-season, he struck 7 goals and provided 36 key passes in just 11 appearances. A 4-year SPL veteran, Romarinho is one of Al-Amid's most successful foreign players, netting 41 times in 92 SPL matches. The Samba star can create chances out of nothing with his sensational dribbling and eye for goal. Last season, he was on target in both matches against Al-Ta'awun. Since his January move, Kaku has become a hit with his silky touches and with his 9 goals in 16 SPL games so far. No wonder he was handed the number 10 shirt. That's it from player versus player. Now let's look at the league table and top scorers.
At the top, Al-Ittihad hold a 2-point gap over Al-Hilal and Al-Rayed. At the other end, Al-Ta'i are up and running, but Al-Ta'awun remain in trouble. Leandre Tawamba has jumped 2 goals ahead of Odion Igalo.
We open our Match Day 6 previews with Al Nassr at home to Al Bahr. Al Nassr are always entertaining at home. 8 goals and 2 wins from 3 games. And last season they struck 7 in 1 game against these visitors. But Al Bahr held Al-Hilal to a goalless draw in Riyadh last month. An impressive defensive display, though they are still searching for their first away goal from open play. Al-Fayha have made a confident return to the top flight and in their only home outing so far surprised Al-Ittihad, a 1-0 win in the opening round. Al-Ahli have held their own on the road. The Jeddah-based club drew 2-2 at Al-Hazm and 1-1 at Al-Ta'awun. Al-Ta'i are going into only their 2nd home game, and they'll hope to fare better than against Al-Fayha. Though they scored their first goal of the season, they lost 3-1. Al-Ettifaq have now drawn 2 of their 3 away games, scoring 6 goals. They pose a real threat to their newly promoted hosts. Abha have 4 home points, a win over Al-Shabaab and a draw with Al-Ettifaq, while last season they put 3 past the team they'll host on Matchday 6. Wait a second though, Damag hit 4 in that fixture to come out on top. They'd love to repeat the result and get their first away win of the campaign. Unbeaten at the Prince Abdullah bin Jalawi Stadium, Al-Fateh overcame Al-Shabaab after drawing with Al-Fayha. It's been tough on their travels for newly promoted Al-Hazm, beaten 2-0 at Al-Rayed, then losing by the same scoreline at Al-Shabaab. Al-Rayed are turning the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium into a fortress. 2 games, 2 wins and 0 goals conceded. Al-Faisali's last away win came at Al-Qadisiyah last season when they also won this fixture, a 2-0 victory at Al-Rayed.
6 sees Al Nassr host Al Batin. It's derby time for Al Shabab and Al Hilal. Al Ittihad welcome troubled Al Dawood. High-flying Al Raid play Al Faisal.
Next time, we look forward to the historic Jeddah derby between Al Ittihad and Al Ahly. Join us then for the best of the exciting world of MBS. MBS League Preview 2021-2022.